nui o te rangi ki a tātou katoa. Welcome to that next section. That next section, the how. This is going to explain how you will learn, how you will transfer it, and how you will exercise it. What we encourage here is the art of practice, the art of exercise, because once you learn it and go out and exercise it, it sits with you a lot longer. For myself, when I forget something, when I want to exercise something, I'll learn it and I'll go and practice it in a space that allows for growth. Here's an example. Before I go home, I like to learn kupu that are going to connect me to the environment, to the taiao, so that when I go home, back to the whenua, I use these words to identify and I don't use the English ones. What that does for me is it allows for me to hold true that moment to that word, so when I go back into society, when I say ngahere, I don't look at a tree. I imagine a beautiful, luscious forest that is fruitful. Ka pai whānau, so that is how you're going to translate your learnings into your day. And the best example, which you're going to be learning on this program, is te whare tapawha, the 4 pillars of well-being that hold your center up, your mauri, your core. And it's a self-awareness technique. It's a ritual and practice that allows for us to think about these things, grow in these spaces, and go out and share. Ka pai, this is the how. Let's jump into the explainer and let's get you through this section. So, lesson 3, make sure you go in there and you click on the how. This will tell you how you're going to be learning throughout this program. So applied knowledge is what we iterated in the beginning, but we want to get you proficient in te reo Maori and te ao Maori and its understanding. And the fastest way I know how to do that is by doing. Mahi. We learn by doing. Your first word, if you don't know what that means, is mahi. Mahi is work. How will you apply the learning for growth? This will be, again, I cannot put any more importance on this, and this will be the last time I reiterate this before we begin the next section, but record like a kaumatua. Just imagine that you're an old person and you forgot the camera was there, but you had a great story to tell. You started telling your story and you started opening up and sharing, and then at the very end you were like, oh damn, it's still recording. You stop it, you go back and watch yourself, and you realize that is you being captured organic in growth. So if we can get more sound bites, what we call snippets of those moments of you recording your growth, we can track the progress and we can also accelerate your growth based on those videos that you drop. If you don't want to do a video, whānau, then I would encourage you to write down notes on a G dot, or to be able to get a pen and paper and kick it old school and write these things down and just take a photo and upload it. That's another way as well. But we ask for 100% effort. I have put 100% effort into creating these programs, into thinking about how it's going to support and help you grow. And if it doesn't, I pivot, I change, practice, trial, and then put it back out there. So I ask of you that you give 100% effort as well, because I will be able to see it, and it shows. When you don't try, the translation to transferable doesn't happen. Ka pai whānau? Let's get you through. So once you click mark complete and move